Hello, Diana. It's so great to have you here with us. For our audience who might not familiar with you and your work, could you give a brief introduction and the reason you are here in Seoul today?
Hi, thanks so much. It's great to be here. My name is Diana Wu David. I'm the CEO of Future Proof Lab. We help companies take advantage of disruptions to really compete and win in the future. I'm here today because I am speaking at eDaily's Global AI Forum, and we are talking about AI, whether or not is it a bubble or we are going to be in it for the long term.
As AI continue to rapidly evolve and change, and with this year in particular being significant in elections in all around the world, leading to dramatic geopolitical changes and many economic risks and challenges, how do business and especially their leaders keep themselves future-proof? And what is most important for leadership during this time of massive disruption?
Well, leadership is very challenging right now because the companies are facing so many different large macro shifts. We talk about AI, but there's also demographics. Some countries are aging dramatically and others still have a youth dividend that hopefully they will exploit. We also have geopolitics and, of course, technology. So I think about the leadership now as some companies go through digital transformation, but not at the same time. I feel like similar to the pandemic, we are all going through a massive transformation, and leaders have to be around to set the vision in terms of where they want their companies to go, including with their board, and then to actually execute on that. And then even at the execution level, the way that human beings work with technology in order to get things done is completely transforming. So very challenging, but an exciting, wonderful time. Leaders really need to step up in this moment so that they can ensure the survival of their companies and thriving of their people.
So as you mentioned earlier, it is currently not easy for business, especially the medium or the small size businesses, to spend budget on AI usage. However, in many employees in these companies are more inclined to utilize AI, especially if it can make their jobs more efficient. However, unfortunately, the reality is that sometimes using AI programs or software does not yield tangible productivity gains in short time. But you said that we need to keep it using it. So can you tell us that why executives should take advantage of AI anyway?
Well, you talked about large companies and you talked about small companies, and I think that there is a difference. So small companies are already using AI, and it is a game changer. They are being able to basically have 10 more staff at a very small amount of money. I totally disagree that it takes a huge amount of money to start using generative AI. We use it all the time, even the free models. And it has allowed me to expand from one staff doing the work of one staff to one staff doing the work of 10. So that's similar to the large companies where what I see is that individuals and even teams are starting to get really excited about AI, but the larger companies aren't really sure how to put enough of a guardrail, or in wrestling like a bounce back, so that they can take advantage of the value created. So what's happening is employee adoption in this new technology is surging ahead of company adoption in a way that is making it really difficult for large companies to figure out how to truly capture the value.
Let's talk about some of AI bubbles. The big corporations like M7 Magnificent 7 has already jumped onto the AI train from the start. Oh, luckily. But years down, and people still ain't seeing massive results from these giant companies. As someone who believes in the AI's long-term investment return, do you think we should keep investing in corporations like M7 or focus our resources elsewhere?
Of course, you should hedge. I think in this moment in AI, there are the big companies who will just get bigger. But because they're so big, they are not going to be able to pursue in an agile manner some of the new niches. So today we heard from Perplexity, a company that has 100 people in it and is able to pursue AI-backed searchability in a way that, frankly, Google is not able to because they're so nimble, because they don't have to worry about cannibalizing existing business in a classic innovator's dilemma, and because they're not worried about, one part of the business being difficult and casting some reputational damage on the other. So it really is an interesting time. If you can pick those small companies well, then I think that there still is an opportunity and a return, but also that so many people are calling themselves AI companies that you really have to be careful what you're looking at and you don't get sucked into this hype around anything that puts an AI on the end is automatically a 10x valuation.
So you talked about the healthcare being an area that you are most interested in for AI industry. So what about the healthcare's idea for AI explanation and innovation?
So many different aspects of AI are creating investment returns. The idea of healthcare and the disruption that AI is doing in healthcare is absolutely extraordinary and has the possibility to benefit humanity in a way that goes far beyond investment returns. It's so exciting to me to see things like AlphaFold, which is, allowing us to really accelerate the ability to identify new proteins, to identify and create ways to mitigate disease, to understand our human bodies better so that we can augment ourselves not just with technology, but with knowledge in terms of how we live and what kind of food we eat and, creating new types of food and our healthcare and longevity. So I think it's going to really transform in the next couple of years.
Thank you for sharing your wonderful idea and hope to continue to see in Seoul with your wonderful speeches.
I'd love that. Thank you so much.